Hi, if you ever wondered how to invest with First Bank of Nigeria through their asset management arm known as FBN Quest or First Asset Management, then you are in the right place. Why First Asset Management? Well, first of all, they are registered with Security and Exchange Commission. Secondly, they have been in business for a long time. First Bank itself has been in business for decades, while their asset management arm has been in business for over a decade. Also, their return has been very consistent for over a couple of years now. In this video, we are going to review everything. Their mutual fund, we'll review it one by one. I will show you how you can start investing, as in how you can start open your account today. And of course, I will share the pros and cons of investing with them. So let's get started. If you want to invest with them, the first thing you need to do is to go to your whether Google Play Store or your App Store. Just type in FBN Quest app. When you type in FBN Quest app, you look out for an app that is like, you see the logo, you already know, you see FBN Edge. So you can open it because I've already downloaded it, so you see it here. So the next thing you need to do is just click all this and then you say get started. As someone who is new, you click this one, you can then start new registration. They will ask you for BVN, then you follow the prompt. But honestly, sometimes the app doesn't work. You enter your BVN, it will say you are already registered, then to be back and forth. So your best bet is to go to their website. So when you go to their website, then you click open an account. When you click open an account, it will give you option. You can just click open a standard account. So it will bring you here where they have varieties, so many products for you to choose from. But then if you are confused and you want more information about the product, you just click here. Yeah, so when you click here, you see the information like this one now. The first one is FBN Money Market Fund. So like they say, this one is a short-term investment. If you hear me talk about a mutual fund always, and I usually focus mostly on money market fund because it's usually beginner friendly. Because one, apart from the fact that the investment, you can invest and within a month or two, you can withdraw your money without incurring any loss to your interest. Also, the fact that is the minimum investment is just 5,000. And another thing why this money market fund is the best is because they invest in mostly low risk investments like treasury bills and co. So after mutual fund, the interest is really not that, is going up and down, but is usually between 18 to 21 for the past few months. It's been throughout this year, it's been around the 18 to 21%. That's a return per year. So after the money market, if you want more information about that, you click this. So after that one, they have another one which they call FBN bond fund. For this one now, if you know you don't want to invest in bond directly, like the way we talk about savings bond, federal government bond, because the federal government bond, the minimum investment is about 50 million naira. So because you don't have that, you can just invest in this one. Though the return is not that competitive, though even the bond return is not that high like that, but it's a little bit safer than the other one. So the risk profile for this one is moderate because it's investing mostly in a federal government bond. The interest has been between 11% to 16% for the past couple of months. So if you want to invest in a federal government bond, but you don't have that 15 million and you think you just like it, then you should definitely consider FBN bond fund. So moving on, if you want more information, you can always click here and they will give you more information. So the next one is balance fund. The balance fund mostly invests in different portfolios. Something like, let's say, federal government, anything related to federal government and state government, high quality money market securities like commercial papers, treasury bills, and so. Though this one, the balance fund also, the fund side, which means how many people have invested in this one, is about 10 billion naira. So currently, the minimum investment is 50,000 naira, and you have to invest for 90 days. So when you invest that 50,000, you can withdraw it for 90 days. If not, your interest will be tempered with. You understand? So the income distribution is annually, which means every year they pay you dividend. It's not something you get every month or every day. So this one has to stay invested for 3 months. Then after 3 months, let's say 1 year, they will give you your interest in form of dividends. Also, I forgot to mention the risk profile for this one is medium, which means it's not a low risk investment like a money market fund, but it's not like it's very high like stock market. So the next on the list is FBN dollar fund. The FBN dollar fund usually invests in anything that federal government of Nigeria issue, like the Euro bond they issue, which is usually dollar. So they invest in this, which means that if you invest, your interest will be in dollar. The dividends you get or whatever you get will be in dollar, and your capital will be appreciating in dollars. So this one now, the minimum investment used to be $1,000, but recently they made it $100, and you have to, when you invest $100, $1,000, whatever, you have to hold it. You have to stay invested for the next 6 months. So any money you are putting there, my dear, make sure you are not withdrawing it anytime soon, in order to preserve your capital and appreciate, so that your capital can appreciate. This fund exactly was launched in 2016. And the amount of, that's fund size, the amount of people, the money that people have invested in this thing is over $30 million. Currently, the management fee is 1.50%. So the income distribution, they say annually. This particular one is okay if you just want to, for instance, you are planning for your children to further their education abroad, and you just want something to preserve your currency, since our naira is not stable for the next 5 years, the next few years, and you just want to be saving your children's school fees. This kind of funds are good, are great for it. This is not a financial advice, so it's just from my personal experience, because your dollar will be appreciating, and when you are paying your children's school fees, it will be in dollars. So this is a good one for this thing. Their custodian is Standard Chartered. So usually when you transfer from a normal bank account, there will be charges. So when you transfer to this particular fund, there will be charges. But if you have a dollar account with Standard Chartered, then it will be a little bit better. So the risk profile for this particular fund is a medium risk, because you know, if you have the appetite to invest in Nigeria Euro bond, this one is a good one too. So now let's move on to the next one. The next on the list is FBN Smart Beta Equity Fund. This particular mutual fund focuses on growth, and the risk appetite is quite high. So this particular fund is for people with a high risk tolerance. Why? Because they invest mostly in stock markets. So when you talk about stock of any sector, like oil and gas, banking sector, agriculture, and the rest of them, they invest in it. They you know, because they are professional, they choose best stocks to invest in based on their fundamentals. So your money will be growing. That's certain. But then, you know, one thing about a stock is that it's very volatile. So is this one. So if you have a risk appetite to invest in stock, then you should definitely consider this one. Because if you want to invest in stock but you don't want to choose individual stock, then FBN Smart Beta Equity Fund might be the right choice for you. So the annual management fee is still 1.5. Then total expense ratio is 1.63. Currently the funds is 1.53 billion naira. So this thing will launch in 2016. Then their custodian is Standard Chartered, and like I said, it's for people with high risk appetite. As you can see here, the minimum investment is 50,000 naira. Now let's move on to the next one. The next one is FBN Halal Fund. Is a Sharia compliant mutual fund. This one is designed for investors that want to grow their money ethically. My Muslim brothers and sisters, this is for you. It avoid interest-based and non-halal investments. What this means is that they focus mostly on investments that like sukuk and some equities that are ethical, as in aligned with Muslim belief. So as of October 2025, the fund yielded about 13 point something percent. That's the annual return. This one is for moderate risk. So this one is for people with medium risk appetite, to investors that are seeking for long-term investments. Like, if you want to enjoy this one, you have to leave your money for at least 1 year to enjoy the best returns. This one now that you see, this particular fund, the minimum investment is 5,000 naira. But the minimum holding period is actually 90 days. So, but if you want to enjoy the best return, at least leave your money for the next 1 year. So the next one is FBN Specialized Dollar Fund. This particular one is great if you want to enjoy the benefit of investing in US treasuries and other dollar-denominated money market assets. Then you should definitely consider this one. This one is just mostly dollar-based investments, and minimum investment on their website, minimum investment is 10,000, but here they said 1,000. So it's advisable that you reach out to their customer service to confirm their actual minimum investment. But the fund size is $94.47 million. Right now on their website they did say that the minimum investment is 10,000, but I don't know why they said is $1,000. So they say you have to sit for at least 180 days before you can enjoy the benefit of the investment, and the income distribution is once a year, that's annually. Their custodian, of course, is a Standard Chartered Bank. Okay, I have to mention also that on their website they did say that investment horizon is a medium term, which is between 3 to 5 years. What this means is that you should plan to leave your money in the fund for at least 3 to 5 years before you expect meaningful results, which means if you invest today, you can still withdraw within 6 months, but if you want to enjoy the benefit of the fund, you should expect to leave your money between 3 to 5 years. This one is also suitable for people who want to start saving right now for their children's school fees abroad. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is FBN Blended Dollar Fund. This particular one, the minimum investment is $10,000, and if you want to top up, you can't top up less than $5,000. And according to them, it is only offered to high net worth individual and institutions. You should look into it before you invest. So it's up to you to choose the one you like. Now, if you want to open an account on their website, it's quite simple. All you have to do is come here, you click open a standard account. Then that's if you have all the information. My email is already here. You enter your email, you choose the fund you want. It could be 1 or 2 or just 1. Then you move ahead, you enter all the details, like the necessary details, your first name, last name. For here you can either choose to reinvest your interest, which will be good for compound interest. That means instead of them to pay you dividend, they will just reinvest it, or payout. If you choose payout, they will pay the money directly into your bank account. So you come here, you enter your birth, date of birth, address, and just normal things. Then you click next. You just follow the prompt. So there you have it. The truth is, First Bank is a very solid brand, very strong brand. And their asset management has been doing a lot of great returns in the past couple of years that are just coming up. But the only drawback when it comes to First Bank is their customer service. I've never seen anything like that. If you email them today, you can stay 1 month and there's no response. So even if you go online and open your account, make sure you follow up with calls. It may be difficult with people that are not in Nigeria because you have to call them and your airtime will be wasting. So, and they are not on WhatsApp, to the best of my knowledge. If I call them when I'm not in Nigeria, if I call them, you call, the thing will be wasting. You can spend, sometimes I will spend 10 minutes, I'll say, why will I be wasting my money on this kind of call? So if you want to invest with them, my advice is, if you are in Nigeria, is you don't have any problem. In the worst case, you go to their office. But if you are overseas, you should really consider it. It should be like something like second, or maybe something that you will not need to redeem your money quickly. It should be money that you can just dump there and then overlook it when you return or something. Unless you get hold of a wealth manager that you have their direct contact, it will be difficult for you. That's just the truth. But if you invest with them, your return will be nice. They have been doing well over the couple of years and they have good rating. So which of the fund do you think you can invest in? I invest in other mutual funds, like I said before, but it's good to spread your wings. It does not good to put all your eggs in one basket, especially people with low risk appetite. You can invest in their balance fund, go to another firm, invest in money market fund, go to another one. You split your money like that. You may say, it's just little money. Yes, but you'll be topping it up. Top what? Yeah, top of money. Your salary may come in a month. You have already set up your bank automatic transfer to go here, go here, go here, so that when you are old, you can enjoy the benefit of that. Anyway, it's all up to you. And if you have any question, leave a comment down below and I will do my best to respond as soon as I can. Thank you so much for your time. And don't forget to click that thumbs up if you like the video, and then hit the subscribe button. Have a great day. Bye.